Hello. This VOD starts with no. Oh, jeez, there's echo. With no preamble or waiting because that last VOD doesn't exist. I will delete it. Um, we're here with Matt and Joe from Nintendo World Report,
Hello.
Yeah, it's me.
and
So
we're
I have a brief question.
yeah.
What is Microsoft's XL95 Hall of Tortured Souls actually supposed to be?
Some fucking Doom clone.
Okay. Because I'm also looking at the clips, the all-time clips
Yeah.
for this game on Twitch,
Yep.
and not all of them are you.
Hell yeah. That's great. No, this is where I stream my rankings to. Because it is mostly looking at Microsoft Excel.
Yeah, that part I knew, but I never knew, like, why is this a category on Twitch? Because I figured it's like how on Miiverse everyone decided that Funky Barn was the social channel.
Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so we are here. So the last time on DBZ, we realized, right at the end of the stream, oh no, some corruption happened in Seren's Excel workbook, and she was missing, I was missing, a large amount of games that just no one ranked and just no one commented on. So, we're going to speed run those rankings, and then we're going to get back to where we were, which is, of course, 1994.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the end of the about just over the halfway point of the Super Nintendo era. Would like to at least get to 1996 with the launch of the N64 tonight. We'll see how it goes. Joe, Matt, are you ready to lightning round some of these games?
Is anyone
Yeah.
truly ever ready for this?
Yes.
I am. Speak for yourself.
Okay. We are going to start with Space Launcher for the arcade.
Okay.
Guess what
Doesn't look
this
very
is?
good. It's just bad Space Invaders, but you can move the ship. Actually,
The
that
goal is to
doesn't
get to the
seem-
top.
Is this
Huh.
fucking Breakout again?
No.
It's just I'm getting flashbacks to Breakout.
You're getting flashbacks to all the WiiWare streams that Joe has not suffered through.
Oh, that's true. WiiWare was Breakout World, not this. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, was this pre or post Donkey Kong?
Oh, this is pre-Donkey Kong. This is the third arcade game that ever released in North America from Nintendo.
Okay,
This is
so
super
it could.
early days. This is like 1980.
All right, I'll be generous since it's that early. But it is still thinly veiled Space Invaders.
Yes.
I'll give it a 6.
Joe.
I think a 6 sounds fine. 6 sounds right to me.
All right, next game is called Hellfire, also for the arcade. Also pre-Donkey Kong. Guess what it is?
This is just Space Invaders.
It's not only is it just Space Invader again, but it's less impressive than their previous just Space
It's
Invader.
more graphically impressive. It has the moving background.
I guess so, but still, it
What
looks
would
like a
the
less exciting
Miiverse
game.
guy say about this water?
Bad
You know,
water.
for arcade 1980, I'll say that's pretty alright water.
So
but-
yeah, this is the shit that they were pumping out at the time.
No, this is. I kind of want to go 4.
Great. And then the next one is Space Demon. This is after Donkey Kong.
Oh my god, this is fucking
I'm gonna
Space
take a
Invaders
guess
again.
as to what this game is gonna be. Oh, sorry. This one's Galaga.
Mm.
Welcome to Nintendo's early days. It's all clones.
This doesn't look terrible, at least. I'll give it a 6.
It's weird that whenever Nintendo gets historical, they never talk about these games.
Yeah, no.
Kind of odd that that Nintendo's history starts at Donkey Kong.
I'm gonna give this
I mean-
one a 5.
If it starts with Donkey Kong, this is still after that.
That's true.
All right, this is Popeye.
Oh, this is post Donkey Kong. Okay,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, that's post Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's a 4 then.
Yeah, so this is Popeye, the game that they wanted to make but got rejected, and then made Donkey Kong. And then the people who held the Popeye license said, "Wait, actually, can we
Oh my
still?
god.
And then Nintendo said, yes, we still want to make a Popeye game.
So the same story as Barbie being in Toy Story 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
It sure looks like a game.
Yeah, so this is 1982.
What is happening? Oh, you collect the hearts, I guess? So that you can throw your cross boomerangs, I assume.
I can tell that this is a game that was supposed to be Donkey Kong, but then they made Donkey Kong and couldn't go with their original idea anymore.
This looks awful. No, run, Popeye. Bluto's coming.
Oh yes, this is what that Switch game was said they were a remake of.
This looks terrible.
Oh, it's really bad.
I'm gonna give this a 4.
I'm going 3.
At least the visuals look okay.
All right.
Okay, yeah. 4. Visuals are very good.
All right, back to Game & Watch Hell. All right. These are ones where we're all like, how the fuck did we not realize these were there? Whoops. Our Fire Arcade, for some reason, brings up a lot of music videos. I wonder why. Fire Game & Watch is what it meant to be.
Oh, how did we miss this one without noticing it?
Exactly.
Ew.
We missed a lot of these that, I don't know, but...
This one could be more boring. I'll give this a 6.
Yeah, 6 sounds right. I think this was one of the...
This is
more
the second
enjoyable
one. The
ones.
first one was Ball, and Matt gave it a 4, and Joe gave it a 2.
Ball sucked.
Ball looked boring as shit.
Yeah, this is...
At least, there's a game here, at least. Sort of.
Alright, this next one is Flag Man. This is the third Game & Watch.
So it's Simon, right?
Oh yeah.
This is Simon Says, basically.
Yeah.
3.
But what about this
Go with
amazing
2.
audio?
I'm gonna go with 2. The audio is part of the reason.
When are we getting this on OSC?
I'll get back to you on that.
Great, along with all the other games you're gonna get back to me on.
Yep, I have the list written down somewhere, definitely.
Great. No, we're not doing the fucking panorama screen. We're doing the 1981 widescreen Popeye. Oh no, we already ranked that one. So this is the 1983 Popeye. So this is the second Popeye game, Game & Watch. This one has color.
Okay, a Game & Watch fighting game seems kind of cool.
Until you think about how it would play.
It's a good thing I don't have to play it.
Top comment, I love this game more than the actual arcade game.
Yeah, at least the visuals look nice for a Game & Watch, especially.
I don't know. This kind of looks like it could be one of the better Game & Watch games.
I'm gonna go with a 6.
I'm feeling 7.
Okay. What about Egg? I love this era where you could simply release a game and call it Egg. Guess what, motherfucker? You already ranked this. It was called Mickey Mouse. It came out right after this.
Oh my god.
What did I rank that? I don't remember.
You ranked it an 8, and Matt ranked it a 7. On the virtue of having recognizable character, the chicken's looking good, and looking like a real game. Do you want...
Okay.
Knowing that Mickey Mouse came after this, do you want to change your Mickey Mouse score?
I would
Now,
like
at
to
least
give...
that one had Mickey Mouse in it. This is just a wolf.
No, I would like to give this game the same score I gave Mickey Mouse and lower Mickey Mouse by 2 points.
You got it. Joe, what do you give this, and do you want to revise your 8 for Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, change Mickey Mouse to like a 6 and give this a 5. Fuck it.
What?
There's no 8s
This
left.
does not look good.
Fuck yeah. Everything goes downhill from there.
You gave Mickey Mouse an 8 the first time.
Apparently.
Yeah, does he remember that?
No.
Exactly. Here is...
Oh, I remember this one actually being fun.
Here is Oil Panic.
My favorite of his moves that I forget he has all the time
So in
Like
this one,
constantly.
Oh, it was the modern version of this. That was fun though, wasn't it?
yeah. So this is the
Yeah.
you are controlling the top screen, and you need to make sure that you pour the oil out into the barrel. Except this jackass on the bottom screen is moving left to right, so you have to know which side to go on. That's the
To
game.
clarify, we did play this one for Masterpieces.
We did.
So
And this, like, the bottom screen is specifically part of Flat Zone 2.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
My favorite part of Flat Zone 2, because it's a shit show.
I remember really liking the modern version of this, but I don't know if I liked the classic version.
Need a score.
I'll play it safe and go 5.
I'll go 6. It doesn't look terrible, but it's still a Game & Watch game.
All right, this next one is called Mickey and Donald, not to be confused with Mickey Mouse.
I hope it's called Mickey and Donald, but Mickey Mouse is not involved at all.
No, but Goofy's here.
Oh, then this is a 10.
I don't think I understand what's going on in this one.
You're putting
And
out
you're drinking
fires.
Water on fires.
Do you control Mickey in any way?
Let's say yes.
It looks like shitty Tetris.
I don't know if Tetris is where I would go, but it definitely does look shitty.
3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 3.
And then next, Donkey Kong 2. The only platform to get a Donkey Kong 2, the Game & Watch. Otherwise, it goes from base game to junior to 3.
There are worse Game & Watch games, I guess. 5.
Hey, Joe, do you remember the fake Game & Watch from Kingdom Hearts 3 that's just this?
Fuck. Oh, God. This is a 4 just for that.
That's a treat that will haunt Matt in 3 years.
I'm excited about that. That weird addition.
Optimistic that we'll get there quickly, I see.
I hate that 3 years can
Ooh.
be considered quickly for us.
This one in Game & Watch Gallery 2, I loved this one when I was a kid. But
You know,
again,
Mario Brothers.
Yep, this is how I remember the game being.
again, though, I liked the modern version of this.
The fuck does this have to do with Mario Brothers?
Oh, they're right there, see? Look, that's definitely them.
Yes, plumbing.
This
I'll give
just
this-
looks like
I'll
a
give this a
Mario
6.
Party minigame.
I'll give this a 6.
I'm go with a 5. This looks like a not great Mario Party minigame.
Alright, the next one is called Rain Shower. We're in this double wide era. The clothes are out to dry, and you need
How-
to pull the fucking clothes so that they don't get wet.
How many times did they make this exact game?
A lot.
A lot?
Apparently.
4.
Yeah, it's a 4.
It looks like a pretty cool game overall, but they made this exact concept like 8 times by now.
Yeah. You don't have to come up with new game designs if you can just come up with new texture assets.
Oh no, Xander just put a message in the Mario Party monthly chat. I have a question directed at Matt that I want everyone to see. I
Oh,
don't know what the
Christ.
question is yet.
Isn't this just...
Yes.
It's just...
What if
Or
it is
This is
literally
a
the same
4.
game?
It's literally the same fucking game!
Yes, but this time... This time...
This time you're on a boat!
you know what?
This-
3.
Okay, great. Then the last one is Game & Watch Pinball, and if that sounds like dog shit, get ready.
Oh, it does look like dog shit.
What if it's pinball with all predetermined locations?
Oh, Christ! Why would it make this sound?
What
All
this-
this sound.
When will this be on OSC?
Ah!
I don't like this.
For an ancient game, it does have ball physics, is the top comment.
It's 2. It's a 2. Get it away from me.
Well, it's gonna stay on
I-
screen until Matt gives it a score.
I am mildly impressed it works at all, so I'll give it a 5.
Mildly impressed. 5.
Look, it's a new idea for Game & Watch. That's all I can ask for at this point.
Yeah, but it's also like something the CIA could use to get information. Just kidding, that doesn't work.
All right, this is 1985, so this is in a post NES world. We're looking at tropical fish, motherfucker.
This is just the oil thing.
This is fire!
This is fire.
Ah!
Yeah, for reference, you both gave Blackjack on Game & Watch this year a 1.
Right there in the comments. This is just fire with extra rules.
Yes.
3.
1. No. Okay, at this point, every Game & Watch game that they already made in the past is 1. This is a 1.
Hell yeah. And then Joe, you said 3?
Yep.
Great. 86 we're done, 87 we're done, 88 we're done, 89 we're done, 1990 we're done, 91 we're done, 92 there's a bunch we've missed out on.
Okay.
We are on to Super Nintendo again. This came out at the same time as, this is the year for context. This was your highest year before I remembered to put all this shit back in, so it's gonna tank your score again. This had
boy.
Link to the Past, Mario Paint, Super Mario Kart, Super Soccer, Super Mario Land 2, Kirby's Dream Land. This is this year. Now, let's look at Super Scope 6.
Oh, fuck.
Do y'all know what the fuck this is?
I mean, it's in Smash Brothers, so...
I know what the Super Scope is, that's all.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about
it's a light
Super
gun,
Scope.
right?
We're not talking about the Super Scope.
Yeah, she's talking about the game itself.
The game
Oh,
is called Super Scope 6.
Okay, no, I've never heard of this.
Great.
What happened to Super Scope 1 through 5? This is just Duck Hunt.
All right, so that's game 1.
I hope game 2 is just shooting clay pigeons.
Oh, 6 Super Scope games, I guess.
This is
Oh.
this is Blastress A. What if it's Tetris except you can shoot pieces out?
I mean, I'll give them this. That's a pretty unique idea for a light gun game. Can't say I've ever seen one quite like it.
Does it look good?
It doesn't look fun, no.
Okay. What other the
Yeah,
other?
it's like the least fun light gun game ever.
All right, here
But it
is
is a unique idea.
here is Confront.
And this is just Duck Hunt with a different coat of paint.
Yeah. This video probably has all of the games in it. It's very long.
Oh, this is Blastress again.
This is Blastress B.
But now it's vertical instead of horizontal.
Now they're rotating, and you shoot them to rotate to be which color you want.
It's not nearly fast enough to be fun.
No, it
Yeah,
can't be. It's not sensitive enough.
Way more.
It's a fucking light gun game. What do you want?
Speed.
This is just whack-a-mole.
Yeah, it's just whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole with a gun, which, to be fair, is the most efficient way to play whack-a-mole.
So yeah, now you've seen all of the Super Scope 6.
They sure did make some light gun games.
Yeah, what do you give it?
4.
3. That blaster
Whoa.
looks so fucking so boring.
All right, what about Super Play Action Football? This is why when Matt was like, I'm booting up the Super Nintendo app, I'm like, are you gonna find any of these games there? Sure, here's Super Play Action Football. What is this video? What is the purpose of this video?
Opening credits.
Fuck you.
All I did was record the opening credits. And they're not even the opening credits.
Oh, I don't know if I like isometric football.
We're back to isometric sports, baby.
Oh, I like that audio hitch, though.
I'll give this a... I'll still give this a 5. Doesn't look like the worst. Doesn't look like the worst football game I've ever seen.
It looks like I could, in fact, play football. I'll give it a 5.
Okay. What about Battle Clash? This is a Super Scope game.
Oh boy.
But this was not in a bundle.
This at least looks kind of exciting, sort of, if you squint.
Hang on, I'm gonna go to the most replayed part of the video.
Explosion sure went for a while. What?
Okay.
I mean, I'll give it a
4.
I'll go 5 because at least it looks a little bit more exciting than Super Scope 6.
I will be surprised if I give anything for the Super Scope higher than a 5.
Honestly, same.
Okay, if you get motion sick, look away.
Oh God.
We want to prove that we can do 3D on our system. The PlayStation is out.
Hmm.
No,
You know
thank
what?
you.
I respect their moxie. I'm only gonna go as low as a 4.
Yeah, 4 sounds about right. You tried. Here's a gold star sticker.
All right, last game that we were missing from 92 is the first game in the Wave Race series. All y'all motherfuckers think that Wave Race starts on the N64.
I absolutely thought that.
No, motherfucker,
Cool.
it's called Wave Race 64 for a reason.
I don't know. This looks like a lot of games were just given the subtitle 64 for the N64.
Nah, Wave Race was a Game Boy black and white game.
I don't know. From what it looks like, it did start with the 64.
Yeah. Maybe it should have.
Just like how Chain of Memories was a really weird prequel to Kingdom Hearts 2 that they released on the PS2 later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
This looks like a 3.
I'm going to assume that the screen tearing does not occur on
No.
Game Boy.
No.
I'll give it a 6 then.
A 6, really?
Congrats on ending with the exact same average.
Nice.
5.923. Alright, 1993, we're back to the Super Scope 6. Or Super Scope, excuse me.
God.
This is a game called Yoshi Safari.
Well, this is a game I am aware of the existence of.
I want to do a TAS. I don't want to see 60 FPS either. Fuck you. What about this? So you play as Mario with a gun.
What does Nintendo think a Safari is?
Yeah, I was gonna say, has anybody explained to Mario what a safari is actually supposed to be?
No, it's where you murder things for fucking prize trophies on your wall. Just taxidermy the shit out of this hammer, bro.
I put a taxidermied hammer bro in my house.
So I want to go to the NWR Twitch and quote that?
I'll live by those words.
Well, the problem is then it gets registered as a Fire Emblem quote.
I 4.
Here's you
Good boss
murdering
fight.
all of the fucking Koopa Links.
With a gun.
Yes.
This looks like a bootleg game.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Nintendo does not acknowledge this game ever happened.
2.
Wow, this is the worst one that we've seen so far for Matt. Okay.
I feel like there's room to go lower.
What
Yeah,
about
round 1.
Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge?
This is just that other game again.
Yeah, this is the sequel to Battle Clash.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay, so this is actually a sequel then.
This is a direct sequel, just not using the same name at all.
Alright, it looks a little more exciting.
Slightly.
I'll go with a 5, I think.
Yeah, I'll stick with a 5, honestly.
Great. And then the
Okay,
last
we'll
game
try.
that we missed from this year is a Game Boy game that y'all won't give a shit about. It's called Top Rank Tennis for the Game Boy.
Oh, you're right.
Although they are doing a fun little dance on the title screen.
Okay.
Oh, and then they turn and they talk to me.
Okay, that title screen gives it an extra point from whatever I would have given it.
This is a very good title screen, which is why I'm letting it play out.
A very good title screen.
Title screen.
Honestly, this video lets the title screen go on for a full minute.
As it should.
Egg.
I remember the tennis player Egg. My favorite episode of The Prince of Tennis.
That sure is tennis.
Yep, that's toe to tip. That's a tennis.
It looks
So-
fine.
For Tennis on the Game Boy, which released 3 years prior, Matt, you gave it a 7, and Joe, you gave it a 5.
Since it's 3
Sorry,
years
this is
later,
4 years. 4 years.
Okay, 4 years later, definitely does not get full credit. So I would give it a 5, but that title screen bumps it up to a 6.
Yeah, 6 sounds right for me.
Okay. Neither of you gave a fuck about it until they started bouncing their asses on the title screen.
I
What?
know what I like.
They made the right choice with that title screen.
We have caught up with all of the missing games now. Now we are on to the most important. Back to Super Nintendo. We're in 1994. It is time for fucking Tetris 2. They made another sequel to Tetris.
I
Let's
was gonna
get
say, haven't we already
you've
done a
ranked
Tetris
this on
2?
Yeah, you did this on NES and Game Boy when they released the previous year. But now, Tetris count 5.
That's fucking Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
This is just Dr. Mario with. Like,
Excuse
bigger
you, it's
pieces.
called Tetris 2.
1.
Wait, no! Last year, you gave Tetris 2 a 5 and a 4, and Joe gave it a 3 and a 3, and now you're going all the way to 1?
New year, new me.
Oh, with
So-
a 2.
I don't know. So, like, somehow the graphics look worse than they did on the previous systems.
No, you
Because
just
we
don't remember 3 weeks ago.
They should look better than this. I don't know. Fine, give it. It's a 2 then. It's not a 1. It's a 2. Fine.
Right. I was gonna say it could be worse. It could just do this again and again.
Mhm.
All right, wait. I know why this is the most replayed section. I had this as my text tone for like 3 years. That audio recording of "Yay" was my fucking text tone for a lot of years.
This is the Punch Out I have not played. Like,
Yeah,
at
I'm
all.
gonna reveal this one. I learned it existed like maybe.
What's on the
maybe 10 years
SNES app
ago.
now?
It is now, yeah.
Yeah.
But like maybe 10 years ago is when I learned this existed.
Jesus. Yeah, no, this is a lot more like the arcade Punch Out. It introduced a lot of All right. Real talk. Do you want me to just fast forward and show you all the character designs? Is that like how racist it gets? Because it gets really racist.
Yeah, so I do remember this being at that one GDQ.
Oh yeah, it's been on a lot of GDQs. Yep. Here's Bear
That's
Hugger.
popular. Bear Hugger's in the Wii game.
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
so okay, so I don't totally remember the character designs. So I'll just say, how many points should I take off for the racism in this one?
Well, I'm just gonna quickly fast forward through them. Alright, we have him. We have Bald Bull, who was from the original. We have Bob Charlie, not Bob Marley. He's from Jamaica. Then we have Dragon Chan.
Oh boy.
How do I recognize him?
What's his fucking name again? Masked Muscle.
They didn't even try with that name.
We have Mr. Sandman. Aaron Ryan, as in Arian.
Oh.
He's in the Wii
He's
game
also
too.
in the Wii game.
Oh yeah, no, they brought him back for some reason. We're in 1994.
Well, he's Irish, isn't he? In the
Yes.
Wii game, at least, he's Irish.
Yes. Uh-huh. Here is Heiki Kagero, who is, queer.
Ah.
Then we have Super Macho Man. And then we have Narcissus Prince from the UK.
That was just accurate.
Then we have...
Is Glass Joe not in this game?
No, Gabby J is Glass Joe.
Oh no.
Yeah, what's up?
You can't bring a staff into a boxing match!
Yes, you can in Punch-Out. They all cheat. That's the point. Then we have Rick Bruiser and then his brother Nick Bruiser. Nick Bruiser is the final boss.
This is
Okay,
my
Rick
favorite
Bruiser
Fire
and
Emblem
Nick
game.
Bruiser is a good joke.
So that's Super Punch-Out.
Okay.
Also, you
if not,
canonically don't play as Little Mac.
if not for the racism, I'd say this one's a 9. With the racism, this is a 6.
That Chinese one is a lot.
Yeah.
that's
I'll give it a 7, but holy shit, that I did not know about the Chinese character. That was a lot. That's a lot.
Also,
Soul
neither
says
of you
the
knew...
racism is almost impressive.
Yes. Also, neither of you understood the joke behind Aaron Ryan. Yeah, no, it's just Arian.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. Donkey Kong Country. Do I need to pull up footage?
Nah. So
7.
yeah, 7 is about where I put when we did it for Smasher Pieces. The general consensus between both of us was kind of like, if this game didn't have like groundbreaking graphics, people would not remember it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think the graphics actively get in the way of the gameplay.
Oh yeah.
Because it's tough to parse what's going on.
Hey motherfucker, guess what this is?
Interesting start, I guess. Oh, it's a Super Scope game.
Yeah, it's a Super Scope game
Fuck's sake.
in 1994. Motherfucker, the Super Scope is way bigger than you think it is. They have to try and make...
Okay.
And third parties did not make games for it. Which
Yeah,
means...
here's my clarifying question. Is the Super Scope bigger than I think it is, or did Nintendo want it to be bigger than I think it is?
Yeah, that one. Dude, the Super Scope is fucking really big.
Oh, do you mean like physically?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, it takes up a lot of room in your house.
I thought you were saying like, oh, it's a big deal.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Okay.
It sucked shit. But no, it was a bazooka that was designed to literally be shoulder mounted. So, the fucking... Yeah. So the fucking point is, oh shit, we have to keep making games for this thing that people spent a lot of money on.
Do characters in Smash shoulder mounted? I
Yes.
don't think they do.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, no, they learned nothing from the dance pad where they fucking made all of those games for it. Yeah, some characters shoulder mount it. The stronger characters fucking like put it at their hip. Anyways, look at these character designs for this very real game that Nintendo really made.
Why does this look like somebody described Don Bluth's
Wait,
art style?
Who's cattle?
McNulty's?
What's my last name, Joe?
Did you make this game?
No.
I don't know. With some of the shit you told me, for a second I thought that was where it was going.
No, I was not influencing Nintendo's games in 1994, unfortunately.
Why not?
Not old enough.
So then why did you let your cattle run free?
Extremely not old enough. No, the first Nintendo game that I influenced... I shouldn't say it on there, but... didn't come in this decade.
This is ugly. I don't know, a 5.
Amazon just sent an email to say they're stopping donating to charity.
What?
Oh,
Fuck?
sweet.
They're closing down Amazon Smile. Thanks, everyone.
Good job,
What
Jeff.
the fuck?
They were like, we've grown past it.
Good job, Jeff.
Alright, so Joe, you said 5?
Yeah,
Matt?
this is...
Oh my god, this supports gamepad, mouse, and super scope. Why?
Huh.
This feels like if you played it with a mouse, it would suck even more. Because you could just... There's no accuracy. Matt?
Oh, 5. No, 4. 4.
4. Okay.
Sorry, I thought I already rated it.
No, you're good.
Oh, if we rate this wrong, Neil's gonna fire us.
You said that about the NES version that you both gave an 8 to.
Yeah, it was right then and it's right now.
Here's a very important lore.
Why is that beard wearing a hat? Don't give up even if it seems hopeless. Thank you, beard in a hat.
Is he? Oh god, there is an interminable amount of time there.
I have a question
Okay,
for you.
Why is that his Mario 2 sprite?
That's not the question.
Is the question.
Where's Wario?
Where is Wario?
Yeah, Neil, where is Wario? Neil's not watching. Neil has adult things to do.
Yeah, Neil's already ranked this game. I'm gonna pull up his rankings real quick, because if you rank it higher than him because of fear for him, that would be the funniest possible outcome for me.
No, okay, you said I gave the NES version an 8, right?
You gave the NES version a higher score than Neil did, both of you.
Interesting.
It's called job security, sir.
I want to give this one point lower than whatever I gave the NES version.
Alright, you're giving it a 7. Joe.
Yeah, I'll go with a 7.
Great.
This looks like a lot.
Neil gave the NES version a 7, and he gave the SNES version a 5.
Is that much worse?
According to him. I don't know, I haven't played the Super Nintendo version of this game. Nintendo never re-releases it. They only re-release the NES version, because it's the final NES game that they put out. I'm so excited for this. This
What
is
the
Super
fuck?
Pinball Behind the Mask, and I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and let you watch.
I love that song. I don't like this title screen. Not off to a great start.
What if
Junji
the masks
Ito's
were twerking at you?
Junji Ito's pinball so far. Oh, this is no
you
longer
need to
Junji
read more
Ito's
Junji
pinball?
Ito.
I was making a joke about how I was scared.
What the fuck is? I love Persona
Welcome, I'm the
2.
Jolly Joker. Let's begin. Forbidden Door at 60 million. Player 1 up. Oh.
You know, Ellie, we really do live in a society.
Skill out.
Oh, please get the masks away.
1 million.
This sure is pinball.
I love Nintendo sometimes.
Arguably is pinball. You're right.
Pinball that gives me nightmares.
I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 3
Wait, you
'cause
haven't
I
even
don't
seen
like
shit.
looking at it. Oh God.
You gotta see the other tables.
How does this look worse than the nightmare one?
And you gotta see the third one, too. Enigma.
4.
Wait. Light extra ball.
I have a feeling the light extra ball is not going to raise my score.
Joe, what's your
You don't know
score?
that. We'll go with 3. Oh God, what's with the like virtual boy stuff?
Alright, here's a 7-hour video.
Oh my god.
This is Illusion of Gaia.
This sounds like I should know it.
This is a quintet RPG. It's the follow-up to Soul Blazer. This is an action RPG for the SNES.
Let me see combat.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. They're going through the town because this is the entire game in 7 hours.
That does sound short.
This is someone who knows what the fuck they're doing, though.
True.
I will say, in the real RPG tradition of you don't get to play your video game, there we go, 25 minutes in.
I don't like that lunge.
Can I see late game combat to see if it still looks the same?
Yeah, of course.
They added a slide, but it's otherwise the same.
Okay, it's possible that there are more moves, and that's just the most effective move.
That's true.
No, I'd give this I'd say a 7. It doesn't look like the worst.
It's tough. It's tough
The
to say
sprite,
because we
the
don't
sprite
know if
work
there's-
is relatively nice looking.
That is true. This is
Super Nintendo had a lot of great JRPGs, so yeah. And a lot of really pretty ones, too, so...
Yeah, 7 sounds right. I'm a little nervous that only seeing the same 2 moves in combat, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
Great. We're back to the Game Boy.
Oh my god.
Why do you sound like I'm punishing you?
The Game Boy is in itself a punishment.
Alright, no, I'm not gonna fucking look
no.
up HD 60 FPS footage. This is Wario Land.
So let me tell you a story about this one, Seren.
Yeah.
This was the game we selected for Wario for Smasterpieces.
Hell yeah, you did.
And at the end of it, we decided that we hated it so much that we were giving Wario another game.
It is, I believe, the only game on the list that Matt has said, yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
And then didn't finish it. I did. It's boring.
Later Wario Land games are much better. Much
That's
much
what we
better.
were told.
This is by far the worst WarioWare. Or Wario Land, excuse me.
Now that I've got a little distance from it, I don't think it's a 1. But
I'd give it a
Buddy.
3, I guess.
I
at highest.
I was gonna say a 3.
Congrats on giving by far the lowest.
We didn't like this at all.
Hell yeah, you didn't.
It's the only Wario is now the only character that gets 2 games because we felt bad.
All right. Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you.
the replacement
this
game,
game
for anybody that
rules!
does not know,
Yes.
was Shake It.
Yeah, Wario Land Shake, it's the new game for Wario, which we have not yet gotten to.
That is an incredible game also.
Donkey Kong 94 rules!
Oh, it's amazing.
See, I've never played it, but I have heard that it is.
Have you
fucking
heard
rad.
why it rules?
Because you're about to find out.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's Donkey Kong. You can do some backflips. It's sick. Here's Donkey Kong.
And isn't it that there's more game after 100M?
So you'd think you're dumb. You got a really good port of Donkey Kong for the Game Boy.
And Squawks has brought you the Rareware coin.
And then Donkey Kong runs away to New York City.
And then the game changes dramatically.
Yeah, this is now a completely different video game.
Alright, now we're in the big city. And now this is what Mario and Donkey Kong is based on.
Give it an 8.
Yeah, dude, this game
You
rules.
can drop the fucking hammer and go up the stairs. It's a. Oh.
I'm saying 9.
Yeah, that's right. 8, 9, and 10 are the 3 scores for that you can give for this game.
Yeah, this one rules.
Also, I'm just gonna like jump ahead to the end of the game. This game stays interesting the whole time. Okay. What if I told you that at the same time they put out Space Invaders for the Game Boy?
Ah, the 4th Space Invaders game they made.
Oh no, this is not the 4th by a long shot. They put this out after Donkey Kong 94.
This looks like a slightly better Game & Watch game.
I regret to inform you, this is not the Game & Watch. This is the year that gave us Super Metroid.
This is a 2.
I don't want to call it a 2 because like it's Space Invaders. It's one of the one of the more acclaimed arcade games ever made, but it's
I mean, if you put it in a
3.
if you put it in the Super Game Boy, it does you do get a different game, which is very weird.
But now it just looks like a slightly worse ZX Spectrum game.
Yes, half the space on the fucking cartridge was devoted to this.
That's a strange choice.
Yes.
I'm 3.
Alright. The last one is one that I'm guessing neither of you have fucking heard of, because welcome to games from Nintendo that they don't talk about anymore.
I owned this one as a kid.
Featuring
Fuck yeah.
Bomberman.
Here is Wario Land featuring Bomberman, the first criminal crossover between Hudson Soft and Nintendo.
I've got this on my Steam Deck. I'm not lying.
Welcome to a Bomberman game where you play as Wario.
What the fuck? I mean, Bomberman is fun, I guess. But
This was
why
the
is
first
this-
Bomberman game I ever saw in my life.
What the shit?
Why wasn't Bomberman in Mario Party?
That's a good question. Probably because he was in jail at the time.
Fang says, I do think I remember this. I never questioned it. This made so much sense to me as a child.
You know, Wario. Bombs.
That music that was playing is pretty good.
I give it a 7.
7 sounds right. You know, it's a bare bones port of Bomberman, but you know what? The soundtrack is good.
Holy fucking shit, not only did you end up with the same average, you ended up with an average of exactly 7.0.
A perfect set.
And that is the highest anyone has ever averaged in ranking of Nintendo games ever.
Of any year?
Any year, any person.
Nice.
I have never heard of an average going that high.
Does that mean we own Nintendo World Report now?
The lowest scores you gave were for Tetris 2, Stunt Race FX, and Wario Land Super Mario Land 3.
I love how we gave a historically low score to Wario Land and still came out on top here.
Yeah, because you gave a way higher score than usual to Mega Man 6, Wario's Woods, Star Tropics 2, Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball, and Donkey Kong 94. You gave.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean a higher than expected score for Donkey Kong 94? Who gives that lower?
Well, only 3 other people have done this ranking before, so you can.
Oh my god.
You can probably go back through the VODs. All right, here's one that we're out for blood. We're into 1995.
Oh fuck.
This game stinks.
How fair to this do I want to be?
This video is 1 day, 11 hours long. I have not seen YouTube add the extra colon before.
Oh,
I've also never seen that. What the shit?
I have. Sir, I have seen that in the Patreon preview of a Quentin Reviews video that is not out yet.
35 hours.
Just to comment on the YouTube bar there real quick. Quentin Reviews has needed to split his next video into 2 videos because Content ID starts to not know what to do once you have a video that's over 40 hours long.
So like, Earthbound was, I think, what, 4 excruciating months of my life?
Yeah, I'm sitting here
hate
thinking
this game, but like,
I'm
I
Dr. Saturn,
respect
Zoom, and I can repair your body.
I respect a lot of the stuff that it does, and I think the writing is really funny. This game sucks so much to play. It sucks so much to play.
At least you didn't do the fucking precursor to this.
Matt had to play that for a punishment game once.
Yeah, Earthbound Beginnings.
That's still
way
my
worse.
favorite. Still my favorite punishment stream.
Yeah, it's way the fuck worse than this.
Matt took 3 steps at one point, and every single step resulted in a random encounter.
Yeah.
I'm going to be what I consider to be exceedingly generous.
Yeah.
And rate this game on what I consider to be a fair scale instead of my own personal feelings. 5.
Joe.
I guess I agree with 5. Ah, it hurt to say that.
Yeah, that's a normal. That's a very on par score with everyone else that has ever done this exercise.
I want it known, and there are. 4 episodes of Masterpieces to prove this?
Yep.
I fucking hated playing this game.
If I were to rate that game based on my personal feelings of it, it would be a 2.
All right.
Yeah, 2 is about where I'd go.
This is Kirby's Dream
Oh,
Course.
this game fucking rules.
Yeah, this game's great.
I don't know if I've ever played this.
It's on the SNES app.
Yeah, we should do it at a stream at one point.
Is
Yeah,
it like mini golf?
Yeah.
This does seem neat.
And it has copy abilities too.
Copy abilities in mini golf? What the
Yes.
fuck?
Don't play it now, even though we're ranking it. Like, this is the stream.
Okay.
It's Kirby's Dream Course is really fun. I would give this game a 9.
Yeah, this
game's
game fucking
great.
rules.
This sounds like an 8 to me.
Okay, you know what game came out at the same time?
What? I guess we're about to rate it.
Yeah, you are. This is Kirby's Avalanche.
Oh god. How many times did they reskin this fucking game?
What?
This is also Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah. But, like, Nintendo didn't reskin this again.
I don't know who they is in this circumstance.
So,
I mean,
Puyo is
Robotnik's
Sega.
Mean Bean Machine is just Puyo.
Yeah, so Puyo is Sega. Sega owns
this is
Puyo
also-
Puyo outright.
This is also visibly Puyo Puyo.
Yeah, this is like
Yes. However, this was
unashamedly-
always Puyo Puyo in all parts of the world. Unlike, you know, anytime Panel de Pon shows up, it gets rebranded. And
Yeah.
anytime Puyo Puyo shows up before a certain year, it gets rebranded. But this was always Kirby. But yeah, no, it is just Puyo Puyo.
I'll give it a 7. Puyo Puyo's fun.
Yeah, this is how can we trick those Westerners into playing a Tetris-like game.
Kirby's also got some wild dialogue in this.
Oh yeah.
Suki, you're not allowed on my desk. I don't know if I like Puyo, but
Puyo Puyo Tetris is the greatest multiplayer puzzle game of all time.
yeah, you know what? I'll say 7 for this.
Okay. That's good, because I accidentally put Joe's score in your column, so I would have had to make a change if you didn't agree. Alright, you want to talk about a game that sucks so much shit it's not in Rare Replay?
Oh, is this one not in Rare Replay?
No, because the only way you can get it is by buying one of the expensive editions of Killer Instinct. It's not even on Game Pass.
Ah.
Like the modern Killer Instinct. Yeah, so this is Super Nintendo Killer Instinct, a port of an arcade game. Oh, Jesus, I forgot about Chief Thunder. Jesus Christ. Character so racist that Microsoft was hesitant to bring the whole franchise back.
You sure are. I'm so used to like the modern designs for all these characters that look so much better.
Yes.
Like literally all of them.
Yes.
I've never played any Killer Instinct.
The
so I don't really
Xbox
have any
Killer
context
Instinct,
for-
the Xbox and Windows Killer Instinct is very, very, very good.
Yeah, that game fucking rules. That game has maybe one of my favorite fighting game characters ever in Hisako.
Okay, well, yeah, that's just your type for characters.
I like horror shit. What do you want from me?
I've never played Killer Instinct. I don't really have context for this. I'm just gonna give it whatever Joe gives it.
It plays like shit. This game plays like fucking trash.
It's a fighting game that it's like a fighting game that you're playing on a D-pad.
You're playing a
two
fighting game
buttons.
like a fucking brawler.
Like I haven't played this one, but I played whatever one is on Rare Replay because there is one on Rare
That is the
Replay.
N60. That's the N64 port of the sequel, arcade game sequel. So they made 2 arcade games and 2 console adaptations, and this is the console adaptation of the first arcade game. This SNES adaptation, no. So Nintendo didn't put that arcade cabinet out, so that's not on the list. So just like Battletoads Arcade was not Nintendo.
Yeah, this list is purely Nintendo published.
Yes. So on Xbox right now, you can get the Killer Instinct 1 and 2 arcade. On Rare Replay, you can get Killer Instinct Gold, which is the N64 port of Killer Instinct 2. And nowhere can you get this dog shit Super Nintendo conversion. I will say, you ain't seen the last of Killer Instinct on this list.
Go ahead and give this a 3.
Yeah,
3 it is.
that sounds exactly right. Alright, for this next one...
I like this game.
I like this game a lot. I beat it for the first time last year, I think? 2 years ago?
Really?
I just had never gotten around to finishing it.
Huh. Well,
It's
I
good.
think this is an awesome platformer.
I give it a 9.
I'm sorry, is that
I
one
also-
that I heard?
I also fucking love the story of why it looks like it does. It's one of my favorite stories.
I'm gonna give this 8, I think.
Y'all are fucking incredibly wrong, but okay.
It's a good video game.
It's extremely not. Alright. This is DKC 2.
This one I did not like.
Diddy's Kong Quest. This is where the Kongs they started to introduce got out of control. This is where the Donkey Kong franchise lost everything.
Yeah, when I
Also,
when
look
I
at this
finished this
90s
one,
shit.
I finished this one, I remember saying I don't remember how much I liked Donkey Kong Country 1, but I'm pretty sure I liked it more than this.
I like this one a little bit more than DK Country 1, but
I'm
also
Mrs. Wrinkly Kong.
the last 5 levels are the most fucking bullshit ever. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with a 7 on this, the same as DK1.
This is a 5 for me.
Okay. Alright, are you ready for one of the most divisive games in this exercise's history?
Wait, why is Game Boy?
Yeah.
Wait, why is this divisive?
Because one person who has done this exercise loathes Picross.
Oh, we know that's not Neil.
And it ain't Greg.
Picross is great. This is an 8. I know it's just a port of an SNES game, but
we didn't get that SNES game.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, so this is an 8.
Go with a 7. I like Picross just fine, but
Portable Picross in 1995. That's some cool shit. Oh, Dreamland 2 owns.
Yeah, I have not played Dreamland. Isn't this one of the ones we like?
Dreamland 3 is the one that Neil said.
Dreamland 3 is the one that Neil wants to do for a bonus episode, yeah. Okay.
Well, it's less that Neil wants to do it and more we said we'd do it and decided that Neil's doing it whether he wants to or not.
And that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oops.
Too busy with Fire Emblem.
We should really play that that other bonus game we were talking about and record a fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 episode.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll give us a 9. Fucking Kirby good. Kirby good.
Yeah, this one's 9 for me. Kirby very good.
All right, get ready for this, Garbo. If I had more, I am gonna actually increment Mario vs. DK to 1, and I'm gonna count DK 60 or 94 as that. Also, I have not been tracking the Kirby spin-offs correctly, so we did Avalanche and Dream Course, so that's 2 more. So I'm gonna update that count to 3. I do not have a tracker going for this, but I really should for handheld attempts at porting the Donkey Kong Country games.
Oh yeah! These suck!
Was there more than just the first trilogy?
This is not even, we're not even there yet. They have done 3 attempts. 3 separate attempts.
They tried to port all 3 Donkey Kong Country games, and guess what?
But this is before that. They didn't even.
Jesus.
This is Donkey Kong Land.
Well, yeah, but this is a port of Donkey Kong Country 1,
No.
basically.
No, it is not. It is it is a very loose adaptation.
I fucking hate this.
This is a very loose adaptation.
Remember that thing that I said about how the graphics actively impede gameplay?
Yeah, what if
What the fuck is going on screen?
What if they were monochrome now?
What if they were monochrome with the same level of detail for some stupid reason?
This is a 4.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
Donkey
Mixie's got
Kong
it.
Land.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna get to Game Boy Color ports of the trilogy, and then the Game Boy Advance ports of the trilogy.
See, I remember the GBA port of 1 being alright. I don't think I ever played any of the others.
My heart says 2, but I need to leave room for this to go lower.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say a 4.
All right, Joe. What was your score? 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really excited for this next one. Neither of you have the stream running, right?
No.
Great.
I do.
Okay. I just like being able to surprise y'all.
I mean, I have the chat open.
I mean, yeah, but like watching the video in real time. When I told you, be prepared for Killer Instinct, I bet you did not expect 3 games later on the Game Boy.
I
thought you
had
meant
no
the
idea
N64
they
version.
remade this for. Oh God!
What
I
if
respect the audacity.
what if it played way worse too and looked like this? This looks like a fucking a fucking 4th grader took a photo into an image editing pipeline and then just kept fucking with color and saturation. And then saved it as a fucking bitmap.
I respect the commitment it takes to get this far.
Wait, there we go. I love how big text
going-
has to be for you to be able to read it.
I'm
And
going
then
to
the gameplay's
say,
way smaller.
I'm going to say 3.
I'm gonna say 2.
That is both. That's
respect
very
that it was
generous
a-
for both of you.
I respect that it was attempted. That's the only thing that added a single
My
point.
my score is heavily weighted in the fact that I am impressed that they did it.
All right, we're incrementing Kirby spinoff.
Not to say I think they pulled it off. I respect that it happened.
What the
I've
fuck is
never heard of Kirby's Block Ball.
Oh yeah, they don't really
also
bring this one back.
Never heard of this one.
Yeah, they don't bring this one back.
It's fucking breakout
it's
again!
break-
Everything was worth it for Matt's reaction. Oh yeah, there are Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter ports on the Game Boy, and they both infamously got a bunch of, like, 1s and 2s. Where's the breakout counter on the
breakout
WiiWare
game-
stream?
Every breakout game defaults to a 3.
No!
That is my rule.
You started giving them a 1 on WiiWare, but you are ranking games that came out, like, 2 decades later.
Yeah.
Or like a decade and a half.
I think a 3 sounds right.
We got to increment the, fucking Kirby spin-off counter, and isn't that enough? I wonder why you haven't heard of this one.
Can't imagine.
This is the year that Kirby became Kirby, because this is the 4th Kirby game this year. In a single year.
Why is the song playing the Invincibility song? That's a weird choice.
I'm very excited for this next one. I'm really excited for the rest of this year. 1995 usually gets the lowest average score.
They ported this?
Yes, they did, and it's really hard to fucking find footage.
Fuck yeah, baby. Let's do this
No,
shit.
this is on. That's there. There. I'll accept anything that isn't fully colorized.
I love that car sound. Jesus Christ.
What did I give this on Super Nintendo?
Good question. You gave. Oh god, yeah, it came out a lot. It came out 2 years prior. You both gave it a 4.
On Game Boy, I give it a 3.
Give it a 2.
Okay. You know what else Nintendo published in addition to Killer Instinct? They also published Street Fighter 2 on the Game Boy. In the same year.
I would hope it at least looks slightly better than Killer Instinct.
Okay, these at least look
Visually-
like these are bespoke sprites instead of let's bit crush the fuck out of the arcade.
Yeah,
game.
but look at that frame rate. Look at that Game & Watch frame
Oh,
rate.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, looks like an LCD game, motherfuckers.
Oh, you almost had like a 7.
No, again, I want to be very clear. When I said to Vixie, when Vixie was like, there are Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter ports on Game Boy IIRC, I was like, yeah, and they get 1s and 2s. Alex, you missed Kirby Breakout and the best Matt reaction to seeing another fucking Breakout game. He hit his fight or flight immediately.
This is a 4, I guess. Look,
What?
after Killer Instinct.
No!
After Killer Instinct. I can't. No, it's a 3. It's a 3.
This is not
That's
a
the highest
4.
I can go. 3 is the highest I could go.
Oh man, if it was a decent frame rate, it would be like this might be an 8.
Yeah, but what
This
if
is-
what if the frame rate actively impedes all inputs?
I don't know if there is a genre where frame rate matters more than fighting games.
Yes.
Splits have never been important in a fighting game. It's fine.
2.
Great. Okay, are you ready for the next 4 bullshit releases? Because...
Oh, come on.
Oh my god, oh, it takes 50 seconds to get to the title screen. Alright, this is Asteroids
I agree.
and Missile Command. And they are on the
Sure
Game Boy for full price.
It sure is. Three.
hang on. This is fucking 1995. And this is what they're putting out. Matt, what's your score?
2.
Thank you. Don't worry. Guess what else they released?
Hope it's Breakout.
Oh, come on.
No, first we have to do Centipede and Millipede. No, I don't want Game Boy Color.
Centipede and Millipede.
Yeah,
What a deal!
you get the same game twice.
What a savings.
Also, I want to show you what the menu looks like. It's just press A for this, press B for that.
Oh my god. 2.
Two.
Okay. Okay, but can I get you with Galaga and Galaxian?
Yeah, at least it still looks like Galaga, I guess.
3.
Oh, I want to be clear, by the way, for historical context, because these are games by, like, different companies, like Asteroids and Missile Command or Atari, and Galaxy and Galaxian are, Namco, and the next game are both Midway. This is Nintendo going out to other companies and saying, we have a great idea, can we do this?
Yeah, I think 3. Like, Galaga honestly is still kind of fun to play, like, now. And that's the only reason I would give it over a 2, so 3.
Okay, what about Defender and Joust?
Midway
I'm
between one.
really concerned that these seem to have released back to back to back.
Oh,
The
you mean
back
all
to
at the
back.
same, all in the same day?
No. Oh no, that makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
This sure looks like Joust.
I want to be clear, not a soul that has done this exercise has heard of these before.
I sure fucking haven't.
Okay, I'm less familiar with Game Boy hardware. Is there any reason these could not have been on the same cart?
No. Also, I want to really emphasize the whole point of Joust is that you're supposed to be able to see the entire field at the same time.
Yep.
Okay, so since there's no genuine reason these couldn't have all been on the same cart,
No, it is.
This-
I mean,
this is-
it is because they're all from different companies. Or
Oh.
Galaga, or 3 and 4 are from different companies. 1 and 2 should have been on the same cart, except for that they make 3 and 4 look worse if it had 4 games.
I
Alright, here's fucking Defender.
don't know, I'm starting to lean into this is an active scam territory.
Yes, they
Yeah,
are!
this feels like money laundering.
Yeah, I would like to retroactively rate every arcade classic for Game Boy as a 1.
You got it!
I'll keep my scores, but this one's a 1 just because how do you fuck up Joust like that specifically?
Alex, why is there a Mario versus DK count? Oh, we'll get there.
We'll need it. Because we'll need it.
We'll get there. I've done this exercise enough times. We're able to give Defender a black background, but not Galaga. Yeah. All right. So, I'm rolling my shoulders. Everyone who's watching the stream knows what's coming next. Matt and Joe don't. It's story time. So, the year is 1989. Nintendo launches the Game Boy in Japan using technology that is very outdated at the time. It is very old. They immediately start working on the next thing. The Game Boy stretches for 6 years, which is way longer than they thought it was. But it is slowly dying out. I mean, look at this money laundering scam bullshit they're putting out. So they have the sequel to the Game Boy, the update that everyone's been asking for. This is Galactic Pinball for the Virtual Boy.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no, we've made it.
We're gonna
But
do...
I'm gonna cross my eyes so I can see this in 3D as it was meant to be.
We're gonna do 9 Virtual Boy games in
Just-
1 year and then
Just
never
like
look at it
Herlock
again.
Sholmes taught us.
Yeah, we're doing 9 VB games in 1 year and then we're never gonna think about this console ever again.
Okay, so I am crossing my eyes to see this in 3D, and I barely notice it. Oh, fuck, that hurts.
This looks terrible. This looks terrible.
So what this is, by the way, if you want a little bit of historical context on the Virtual Boy, this is a company in the U.S. comes up with this patent for being able to display personalized stereoscopy, 3D images, with fucking... But it's limited. Like, the technology they're using, it works, but it is pretty heavy, and it is limited to black and red. Every fucking company passes on it. Every company they go to passes on it, except Nintendo, who's like, oh yeah, why is no one doing this? It was originally going to be a fucking VR headset that would, like, track motion until they realized that that would be even less safe and make the retail costs somewhere around, like, $700. So they last minute fucking were like, alright, it's not, and it needs a kickstand, and it has... Like, the most interesting thing about it, outside of, like, it's the 3 good games on it, is the fucking controller that has 2 D-pads, one on the left and one on the right.
You know, I'm not sure if I've ever actually looked at the Virtual Boy controller.
I have. It looks weird.
Yeah, it's
weird
meant
as
to
shit.
simulate dual analog sticks, except without analog sticks.
What in the fuck is this?
Yeah, this is the most
Yeah.
interesting thing about the fucking system.
Weird as hell.
This looks like a third-party bootleg controller.
It is not.
This
Shockingly.
controller's just missing a turbo button.
It looks like the controller that an alien would make if you described a controller to them.
Also, look at the 6 batteries it takes.
Hell
Fuck.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Wait, why does a controller with a wire take batteries?
Because it's the Virtual Boy.
Fair.
Well,
Virtual Boy can't fucking power it.
yes. Oh, yes. The system does have a port for a link cable they never made.
Hell yeah.
So, this is Galactic Pinball, and you are ranking this game, even though this is the first Virtual Boy game you're seeing, this is not... You should not put all of your feelings on the Virtual Boy on this game. There's 8 more games after that for this.
Okay, well, what I can put on this game is I've played VR before. So I understand the importance of your field of view. Hey, the pinball table taking up your entire field of view would be fucking impossible to parse. That sucks.
So, here is... I'm going to read you the timeline for the Virtual Boy, actually, before we rank this. I am pulling this research information from Jeremy Parrish's book Virtual Boy Works, which actually comes with fucking 3D glasses. Because of course it does. July 1995. Japanese launch. Launch titles include Mario's Tennis, Galactic Pinball, Teleroboxer, Panic Bomber, and Red Alarm. This was pre 9/11. August 1996, the next month. US launch with hardware priced at $179.99. Day one titles include Mario's Tennis, Galactic Pinball, Teleroboxer, and Red Alarm. In Japan, Golf, Virtual Pro Yakyu 95, Vertical Force, and V Tetris debut. Next month, September, Japan sees Mario Clash, Space Squash, and Jack Bros. In the US, Virtual League Baseball ships. October, in the US, price cut to $159. Japanese releases include Virtual Fishing and Innsmouth no Yakata. In the US, Mario Clash and Jack Bros. Make their debut. This is Atlus's first game to release in the West ever. It's Jack Brothers for the Virtual Boy.
I thought Jack Brothers didn't release in the West.
No, it did, and it's a 2D action platformer.
It doesn't look terrible, but it looks weird as shit. I watched Film Cow stream it for a night once.
November 1995. No Japanese releases. In the US, Golf and VB Wario Land arrive. December 1995. The Virtual Boy is officially discontinued in Japan. With Virtual Lab, Virtual Boy Wario Land, SD Gundam, Dimension Force, Space Invaders Virtual Collection, and Virtual Bowling being hustled out the door as quickly as possible. The US receives Panic Bomber and Vertical Force for the holidays, and Waterworld chips exclusively in the US. Feb 1996. Nestor's Funky Bowling hits the US. In Japan, Pokemon debuts for the Game Boy. March 96. Final Virtual Boy release, 3D Tetris, launches in the US. May 1996. The system price is reduced to $99. And then it just keeps getting cut until it's $20.
Jesus
Christ. You just heard the entire lineup of every game that ever shipped globally for the Virtual Boy. That's it. No other games that I didn't just name ever came out for this system. Ever. Anywhere in the world. Europe didn't get the Virtual Boy because by the time they were gearing up to release it there, it was already getting discontinued in Japan.
That bad, huh?
It is impossible to overstate how much of a train wreck the Virtual Boy was. Gunpei Yokoi, later that year, shipped the Game Boy Light, retired, and then got hit by a car a few months later. And died.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So he died right after the Virtual Boy.
All I can see looking at this footage is playing pinball in the front row of an IMAX screen.
Yes. 3D IMAX, excuse you.
And that sounds miserable.
But what if it was flashing red lights at you?
1.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 1.
Great. What about the very first Mario sports game of all time, Mario Tennis?
This one at least seems to kind of understand field of view, and it has a pseudo over-the-shoulder first-person thing.
It understands what you would want to see in depth, but it also calls DK Jr. donkey.
2.
I don't know. Part of me wants to give it a 3 because of Yoshi's face, but no, it's a 2.
All right. Are you...
Actually, you know what? Maybe not a. Maybe it's a 3. I think it's a 3. It's not.
I was gonna say that
it's not aggressively terrible.
That is leaving very little room to go down for the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, I stand by my 1 for pinball, but tennis is a 3.
All right, here's.
I think when I was taking stock of them at one point for possible future use, I'm pretty sure this is the only Virtual Boy game that has spirits in that has a spirit in Smash. There is a Tellero Boxer spirit.
Okay, this actually looks like something that isn't complete shit to see in 3D. It kind of looks cool.
I mean, it's still a Virtual Boy game. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you play with the 2 D-pads. In case that wasn't obvious.
Yeah, I guess I need to make a decision of like how do I weigh the Virtual Boy on this?
Yeah, I'm trying to find
like
the character with floating boobs in 3D. There she is.
Is the best Virtual Boy game ever made a 10, or is the best Virtual Boy game ever made a 5? That's what I need
This
to
is
decide.
Punch
Right
Out
now-
without the racism. This is
I
not the best Virtual Boy game by a lot.
No, I know. It's just I need to scale.
personally, I don't think that a game on a system that would cause me to develop a migraine after like half an hour of play.
Oh, they don't even
can
tell
get
you.
over
They
5
tell you
minutes.
in the box if you bought a Virtual Boy in 1995, you would find a piece of paper that told you don't play for any session longer than 15 minutes, and also don't give it to anyone under the age of 12.
This is okay. This is a 4.
Yeah, I can't go over 5 if the console I'm playing it on is actively gonna hurt me. So I would say 4 sounds fine here. This game doesn't look like the worst.
All right. Here is Mario Clash. God damn it. What if it was Mario Brothers, except you were throwing shells, and you were throwing shells into the screen?
Oh god.
Or at
This
the view.
This has the IMAX screen problem of pinball.
It also has the Mario Bros problem of being Mario Bros.
A lot of motherfuckers say bring this game back, or they should have brought this back on the 3DS, and you know what? They were all fucking wrong. This game sucks shit.
This looks terrible.
2?
This looks terrible. 2.
All right, this is by far not even close the best Virtual Boy game. So be very, this is where you can have all your more complicated decisions. This is Wario Land, which is a full-ass game because when this game was in development, again, the intent was this is the successor to the Game Boy. We're leaving the Game Boy in the dust.
That's optimistic. Okay.
Again, the system
Okay.
was discontinued within 6 months, so yes.
Okay, so I can see very easily how people would say that this is the best Virtual Boy game, but I think that is people who play this on an emulator, because what I'm looking at is another game that has that IMAX screen problem.
No, I have played this on a Virtual Boy, and it works really well.
Okay.
Have you played Mutant Mudds on the 3DS?
I have not.
Okay. Have you played any like 2D platformers on the 3DS with the 3D on, where they go back and forth between the 2 layers?
Yeah.
Yes,
And I see that's kind of what it's doing, but it's
Okay, you have to
the field of view
understand that.
problem.
No. Okay, you have to understand that like you have a lot of black peripheral vision
Oh.
on the Virtual Boy. It is not taking up your full viewport.
Okay. So that makes this seem more playable. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But also making a real ass platforming game on a console that will stab you in the eye if you play it for more than 15 minutes.
Yeah. It is
It's
a
just
very
bad idea.
Okay, yes. However, if you're gonna make a game on Virtual Boy, at least justify that game's existence in some way. Make it a good game, and they at least made a good game. This is argued not to be one of the best Wario Land games, but it's considered better than Wario Land 1, and it is pretty universally considered the reason to play a Virtual Boy game if you're ever going to play a Virtual Boy game. There's a huge campaign to remake this game on the 3DS, and then they just didn't. People are like, salvage the one thing we want from the 3DS, please. You have a 3D system, just remake this. And Nintendo was like, what? Virtual Boy what?
I will say 5.
All hail the Virtual Boy. Judge, did you give
All
a score?
hail the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, 5.
Alright. Now we're into the games that are not the best games on Virtual Boy. All downhill from here, baby. Here's Red Alarm.
Oh, I can already tell this is gonna be great.
Wireframe graphics in stereoscopic 3D.
Hey, there's a
sounds
Virtual
like
Boy. You're
fucking
shooting a Virtual
worst
Boy.
Thing.
Look at this HUD. This HUD that's right up against your face in 3D.
Oh,
One.
Christ.
Also, I want to be clear. All of these Virtual Boy videos are coming in at 50 hertz.
I can't.
I don't know why. Look, I don't know why John likes Star Fox so much. It looks pretty bad.
Wireframe graphics in stereoscopic 3D sounds like the fucking worst.
This looks awful.
Port
You
this-
add that HUD on top of it, it's a nightmare. This is a 1.
Port this game to PSVR 2, you cowards.
Has John played this yet? I hope not.
All right, Joe, is that a 1 from you as well?
Oh yeah.
That's not.
Oh boy.
By the way, that is emphatically not the worst Virtual Boy game.
Oh boy.
The worst Virtual.
But that was the kind of thing where it's like the game doesn't matter. What I'm looking at is a nightmare.
Yeah, the worst game on Virtual Boy was not published by Nintendo. So, sorry.
Which one was it?
Waterworld.
Oh.
Here's Panic Bomber, which is despite the fact that it is starring Bomberman, is decidedly not a Bomberman game.
Let me full screen and look at this across my eyes, see what this is meant to look like.
Something about Bomberman's dancing animation weirds me out. I'm afraid. I mean, this is just like.
I don't
looks
like-
a good puzzle action game.
So like I'm looking at this with my eyes crossed, so I'm actually seeing the 3D. I don't like that in the 3D, Bomberman is layered in front of the game.
Yes.
That's why would they do that? He should be behind it.
He's
logically.
your friend.
Fun fact. It's a really good idea to have a game where the timer counts up because the only thing left is also doesn't save, it has password saving. Where the only determiner of how long your game session is your skill. Really good to put that in a system where you're not supposed to look at it for more than 15 seconds. I am Drifty. These ruins are my home. That's just Kirby.
That's just Kirby with a string. 2.
The scary ruins.
Yeah, I'm feeling 2.
Go.
This Bomberman music's good.
Golf.
Oh my god.
I love that it's just called Nintendo Golf on the loading screen.
No, I need to find a video at the side by side so I
Okay.
can see what this is meant to look
Yeah,
like.
you got it.
Okay, this is not the worst. I can see the appeal here. It's still on the Virtual Boy, so it doesn't actually live up to that appeal, but I could see why you would make this. Oh god, that was a lot of 3D there. Okay, this is a 3. This is a 3.
I love golf games that can't involve the color green.
What? You've never
Go ahead
landed
and
on the
land
red?
your- Yeah, go ahead and land your ball on the red, buddy. You can do it. I would give it a 2. No, I'm good.
All right. Last one is called Vertical Force.
That sounds like a threat.
HD. No, motherfucker, I don't want to see an HD upscale of a Virtual Boy game.
Oh, I think I've seen. I think Film Cow streamed this the same day that he streamed Jack Bros.
Okay, this is
For
also
sure.
a 3.
There sure is a lot of flashing for something that's right up against my eyes.
Yes. Don't worry.
Stick
I
with
see.
the 2 still.
I say 3 on this one.
You're 13 or older. It'll be fine. Joe, did you give a score?
I'll stick with 2.
Okay. And now, just for funsies, we're done with 1995. This did, in fact, get your lowest score yet by a long shot because you have 9 Virtual Boy games right after 4 scam arcade classics collections with Street Fighter 2 and Killer Instinct Game Boy in the mix.
What a year.
But yeah, 1995 kicks off with Earthbound, ends with Vertical Force. But I do want to show you the other 2 Virtual Boy games of note, which are Jack Brothers.
I've never seen gameplay of this.
I hadn't until that stream. Honestly, like it doesn't look like a game I would play, but it doesn't look like the worst game. I've certainly seen worse games.
Oh, the 3D depth to like the environment is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's very well done, I would say.
And then I want to show you Waterworld. You're not ranking either of these, of course, but...
On a scale of 1 to Kevin Costner, how's the Kevin Costner?
This
He's
is
in that,
Waterworld.
right?
It sure is.
I like the dollar store Donkey Kong country music in the background.
I don't remember anything about
What
this
in the
movie.
shit? That's a par for the course as far as I'm aware. It is from what I remember, it is like among the like biggest bombs anybody's ever made.
Yes. Which again makes it very fitting that there's a Virtual Boy game.
Yeah, that's poetic in a way almost.
My eyes hurt.
Good.
I shouldn't have
That's-
done that cross-eye thing.
That's the Virtual Boy experience right there.
It sure is.
Oh, that's right.
Just being authentic.
There are 2 Virtual Boy games in early '96. We can get to those now if you want, or we can get to them at the end of the year.
I'm not crossing my eyes again.
All right, then we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to those. We're gonna start with a breath of fucking fresh air.
Ooh, I've never
still
actually played this one.
Neither of you have played this?
Well, we can't because of the stupid joke we keep making for
Yeah,
the April Fool's episodes.
actually,
Smash
yeah.
Pieces.
At the end of we have friends because Smash fans are weirdly like adamant that Gino is this iconic character that everybody knows and therefore should be in Smash. Every April Fools we end it with saying the next game is Super Mario RPG.
And we record like, you know, in every episode of Smash Pieces, like the end of the episode is like the 10 minutes of us talking about the next game. And every year we don't copy and paste the previous year's segment on Mario RPG. We record it again.
But I have heard that this game's fucking good.
This game is really fucking good. It turns out when you get almost all of the best game designers and directors from Square at the time on a Nintendo RPG with Nintendo's supervision and budget, it really doesn't matter that it's Mario so much as it's just a really good fucking RPG.
And this isn't on the SNES app for Switch yet.
No,
right?
no. Nintendo does not own the whole rights to this.
Yeah, they don't own the rights to Gino specifically.
Is it on the SNES Classic?
No.
It came out on one of the virtual consoles.
It came out on Wii Virtual Console. And I think it might be on Wii U.
I think it was.
But, so, it is on the Super Nintendo Classic. Okay. Are you sure? Okay. But yeah, no, this is a game that they co-own with Square. So, you saw one actually running it today. Yeah, the Super Nintendo Classic can run a lot of things. But did it come preloaded on it?
Yeah.
Was it officially on the Super Nintendo Classic?
I think it was.
Super Nintendo Classic Edition. Just give me the fucking list of games.
Yeah, Mario RPG.
Yeah, there it is.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it also had Final Fantasy VI, so like they had clearly already struck a deal with SquareSoft for that device.
Yeah.
But yes.
Not Chrono Trigger, because what the fuck?
That's because they want you to go buy the Steam or mobile version of Chrono Trigger. Anyways.
Yeah, and the Pixel Remaster 6 was years away. So having not played this on faith, I'm going to give it a 9.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Ooh, I
I
almost.
think I did one. I think I did one stream of it at one point and meant to continue with it. This was a long fucking time ago. Like this is before I moved out of my parents' home.
Great.
Like fucking real long time ago.
Now this is a good fucking video game.
This is not a spin-off, so it doesn't increment the counter, but it's very good.
I don't think I've ever played Superstar.
I'm wondering if I wonder if I give this a 10.
Oh, I can't play Superstar. That's right, because Superstar Ultra is for
Smash Faces, yeah. I'm gonna say 10.
I will take Matt's word for it, and well, I'll go 9 since I haven't played it.
I was gonna say, you're gonna give a 10 to a game that you've never played?
Yeah, I'll go 9 since I've never.
That's I
played
mean,
it.
we're professional game reviewers. That's what they usually do.
Oh yeah, I've never played a single game I've reviewed. Persona 4 Golden, never played it once.
All right, this is Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run.
It sure is, except he didn't hit the ball.
Yes, Vixie does point out that Kirby Superstar regrettably does have a blackface boss.
Ooh, forgot
Ah,
about that. Bumped me down to a 9 there.
You got it. Gotta love Japan. Same year as Jinx.
This looks really good for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, it doesn't look like this looks like.
We are at the end of the.
I need to see him hit the ball.
We're at the end of the fucking console generation.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
looks
this
incredible.
this player sucks.
This looks
Look at
really
this.
good for Super Nintendo.
I'll give this an 8 because it's still baseball.
Yeah, 8 sounds right.
Okay.
At the end of the day, baseball's still baseball, but
They made a sequel to Tetris, y'all.
Ooh.
Hang on, gotta increment that counter. These games are for one player, says Yoshi. Because we can't have you meet Lip.
I don't think. Okay, I would give this a 10 if they weren't cowards. But since they decided, oh, we can't call it penultimate, it's a 9.
I'm giving an 8 because they're cowards.
The fucking Yoshi music makes this game worse.
Yeah, if this was named Panel de Pawn, it would be a 10.
The closest we'll ever. Well, I guess they did release it on the SNES app, so I can't say that anymore. I was gonna make a joke
Yep.
about lipstick.
DKC3.
I haven't played this one. Joe, what do you think I would give it? Not what you would give it. What would I give it?
This is generally the least popular game of the trilogy.
Yeah, this
even among
one.
fans.
This is 2 is where they started to go out of control. 3 started out of control and got worse.
Like, I really like this game. It is the worst of the trilogy.
Sounds like a 4.
This is a 6 for me.
All right. Before I pull it up, tell me everything you know about Mallard in Cold Shadow.
I know
That's
that
a
it exists.
Disney thing, right? Is that a Disney thing?
It is a Disney thing.
That's all I know. Is this a racist Disney thing?
I'll let you explore and figure that one out for yourself. But
Maybe
a
get thrown
survey
into a pool
says
of blood.
yes.
It also just kind of looks like, so like, you know that flavor of SNES game that there was where like for some reason the answer to how do we make our level design was what if visually everything was happening at once?
Oh, also this and that last game are out after the N64 in the US.
Oh, cool. This is a
4.
5.
Oh God.
What?
You know it's gonna be bad when Seren doesn't say a word.
The movie was like,
Oh.
even then, the movie was like fucking
I was muted.
60 years old at the time.
I literally was saying, I bet you're wondering why there's a 1996 Pinocchio. it's because the VHS had come out like a year prior, and so this movie had never been hotter.
That's weird because most of the people I know were fucking scared of Pinocchio as children. As well, they should have been. That movie is fucking terrifying.
3.
I'll give it a
The
4.
animation does not look good.
Oh, yeah, no, it does not. And again, it's that flavor. Well, it's not as bad as Mally Mallard was, but it's that flavor of like, there's just too much shit. Like, not in this shot. Get off the roof, asshole. What the fuck? Yeah, it's a 4.
Yeah, I hate what I'm looking at.
Now I'm trying to find where
I
it
see
gets
Jiminy Cricket saluting the troops.
wrong version. All right, I'm not gonna pull up footage of the next couple. Super Mario 64.
I'm rating it as it's the day. 10.
I'm giving it a 9 because of the existence of Wet Dry World.
Pilot Wing 64.
I never actually played that one.
All right, I'm pulling up footage. Fine.
It's on the SNES app, and I haven't given it.
It is. This has Nestor
not,
from.
It's on the NSO app, not the SNES app.
Yes, this has Nestor from Nintendo Power, and a really, really racist character.
Okay, well, I was about to say nice things, but
I mean, I know a lot of people, because people were really excited when a Pilot Wings game came out on 3DS.
Yeah, that was mostly because they hadn't done anything with the franchise since this game, and it had Mii's.
Yeah.
okay. Not accounting for racism, I think I'm gonna say 8. How racist we talking?
I will show you. We're talking about Ibis.
Oh.
Don't worry though. Where the fuck are the list of characters? Giant Bomb Wiki does not have it. There it is. Here you are. Robin is the one with enormous tits.
Okay.
That is
Always a
there
good character to have.
for that popularity. Yes. It's kind of a nightmare. Anyways, it's a Pilot Wings game. It's a launch game for the N64.
I'll go 7.
Yeah, 7 sounds right, just because I still, to this day, don't understand the appeal.
It's just a flight sim. It's neat.
It looks fine, I guess.
You were not.
Maybe I'll give it a chance.
You were not paying it. It's because it's a there at a time kind of thing. This is Wave Race 64, which had kind of mind-blowing water for the N64.
It really is. When we did an NSO night and played this game, it was a mild disaster because we didn't realize the characters had drastically different stats and handling.
It was awesome. I like this game. I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, a 9 sounds right.
Calm down, dude. God, it's just jet skis.
Is this a good one?
There aren't any good ones until you get to Xbox One.
I see.
A couple people who really like this one, but emphasis on a couple.
Fighting game on an N64 controller.
When I played it on Rare Replay,
I'm gonna say 5.
not good.
Did they pronounce the name Maya?
Yes.
Cool.
Interesting. 5.
At least Fulgore looks cool, I guess. I'll give it a 5, yeah. Man, now I just want to go play the modern color.
It's really good. Here's Cruising USA.
I remember liking this.
Yeah, fucking ruled at the time.
I'm gonna say 8.
Yeah, 8 sounds fine to me.
Okay, this next one did not fucking rule at the time, but people were starved for content, so it sold very well.
Ooh.
I didn't know Nintendo of America fucking published this shit.
They sure did publish Shadows of the Empire.
Oh boy. This game, this opens with like the quintessential Star Wars level.
Yes.
The Hoth level that would define every Hoth level to come, and then it turns to trash and never recovers.
It's a fucking 4. It's terrible. It's
Yeah,
really bad.
4 is what I was thinking.
It's
All
All
right.
4 of those points are for the Hoth level.
So you would have given it a 0 without the Hoth level then.
I might have. Yeah, I fucking hate this game.
All right. Okay, we're moving away from the N64 for a little bit. We're going back to the Game Boy. Tetris Attack for the Game Boy. We're incrementing that Tetris count by 1.
I do like me some panel upon.
I know, you gave it a 9 on the platform that had color. What about the platform that doesn't have color?
It's a little rough on a platform without color.
Or saves.
It's still paneled upon.
Poochie says, I'm free. Flying
You sure
Wiggler.
are, Poochie.
So I'm gonna say 7.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
Is your score just map -1 for these games?
Yeah.
Great.
It should be.
Donkey Kong Land. I'm sorry. 2.
Yeah.
By the way, Donkey Kong Land, or is it one of the Donkey Kong games, if you move to the stream, has, where is it? No, one of these fucking scenes
I
has.
saw Devil's Third for a sec.
Yeah.
Why do you just have a Devil's Third scene?
Shut up. Cause I do. What's wrong?
Why did you let John make your stream layout?
I'm gonna say, I'm trying to find. Did this? Oh, I might have lost the stream. Oh yeah, because this happened when the hard drive changed. So I had a end of stream scene for a while that I don't have anymore. I'm trying to pull the image because it is the most there it is. It's the single most notable image from these Donkey Kong Game Boy games.
Oh, I do remember seeing this.
You're welcome.
Why is he emerging from?
From your Game Boy to come kill you?
That's fucking terrifying.
I think it's from Country on Color,
It's
but
like fucking Sadako.
yeah.
Oh Christ! The fucking Lockjaw saga.
This sounds
Oh,
terrible. 3.
No, this gets a 2 because it fucking butchered one of the best songs in that game.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay, what about another sequel to Tetris, Tetris Blast? Incrementing the Tetris counter again.
Copyright 1987, Blorg.
Elorg. Alright, so this is Tetris Blast.
I'm glad at some point we eventually figured out, no, it's okay. We can just re-release Tetris.
Now we have to keep making sequels. Because this is the same platform that packed in Tetris. You can't sell it again to these people.
This looks boring.
This looks incredibly boring.
4.
Yeah, 4 sounds fine.
Alright.
Looks so slow. I mean, not slow. It's like, I don't know why it looks slow, because it's not, but it feels slow.
Hey, Matt.
That's me.
How are your eyes doing?
I'm not doing this.
Wait a second.
Oh god.
Enter your name.
Well, it's got to be a 10 then.
Matt, I didn't know you made the Virtual Boy. Why didn't you tell me?
What the fuck was that animation?
I thought we were friends.
Why does Nestor vor the player with a gutter ball?
That's weird. I don't like that.
2.
Yeah. It does give the real uncomfortable feeling of being in a real bowling alley. I'll give it that. All it's missing is
Double.
like weirdly animated pins.
Incrementing the Tetris count. They made another sequel to Tetris, y'all. Look at that character.
Oh God! one. Nope. Remember what Matt said about fucking wireframes? This is pretty close to wireframes, and now it's fucking.
What? Where are these characters in Smash? Where are these characters? I don't trust that Matt has been silent.
How you doing, Matt?
I could not help but try to see the 3D.
Hell yeah! What's up?
1.
Well, congrats, your scores are tied again.
How do we keep fucking doing this?
It's okay. Once we hit Donkey Kong 64.
Yeah, the perfect 10 out of 10 game.
We're moving on to 1997, and now we are officially done with the Virtual Boy. However,
I will need to wrap up soon.
how soon do you need to go? Like, is now the time to cut it off?
Probably.
Because there's
within the
17
next
more
half an
games
hour.
in 97.
Yeah, this is probably the time.
Okay.
Apologies, everybody. I gotta go do work thing.
Do you want to resume when you come back, or is that gonna take too long?
It takes at least almost an hour to get everything done, and by then it's about time for sleep.
You got it.
And by sleep, I mean lay in bed and not sleep.
Lay in bed and think about 3D Tetris?
I mean, tonight that'll probably be part of it.
It'll be part of your sleep paralysis demons tonight.
Donkey Kong Land 2 will also be in there. And it's fucking... Fuck you. Lockjaw Saga is such a good goddamn song, and I'm so mad!
So our current count, Dr. Mario 2, unless you want to bump that to a 5 and honorary, give Tetris 2 an honorary Tetris and Dr. Mario count. Mario v Donkey Kong 1, Tetris 9, Kirby Spin-Offs 4, we're at 1998 only. Or 7.
So many fucking Tetris.
We're already at 9 Tetrises.
Like I know there's gonna be a point where that kind of levels off, but like,
oh, it
what
ain't.
the fuck?
Don't worry. 1997 has another Tetris.
Of course it does.
1998 has another Tetris. 1999 has another Tetris. 2000 is the first year in a long time without another Tetris.
Jesus Christ.
So we gotta get all the way through the end of the millennium before Tetris slows down.
I desire death.
Don't worry, one of those is just Game Boy Tetris again, this time with color for the Game Boy Color. They called it Tetris DX. So now I'm gonna go to the end real quick and show everyone the chart. 1986 is actually your lowest, but 1995 not far behind.
I like that little bump on 2010.
Yeah, the little bump where you've reviewed a WiiWare game. And I
I've
carried
reviewed
that
a
over.
couple.
You have reviewed a couple. I'm not so generous. You're gonna get to review them all again.
They're gonna have different
Alright.
scores because I don't remember what I gave them.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. But also because a game could be a 10 in the context of WiiWare, like Maboshi's Arcade, but not a 10 in the context of all Nintendo games.
That's true.
Anyways, thank you, Matt and Joe. We'll do this again after vacation and after Matt has done Birth by Sleep and Joe has done 1 punishment game and Matt has done 3 punishment games.
Yup. And hopefully,
boy.
after we've finished Fire Emblem,
No! I notice
have
how I
one
did not say
stream
that.
left. I have 1 stream left for Fire Emblem.
I probably have 2 if I had to take a guess.
Alright. Thanks, everyone. Here's Donkey
no.
Kong
Oh,
wishing,
Christ.
wishing you a good night.
Backside of the TV plays ominously in the background.